Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's MZ here. I'm doing another tarot tag video. I've been doing a lot of these lately, but I'm enjoying doing them. They're quite fun. And the one I'm doing today is my 5 favourite High Priestess cards. This is a continuation of the Top Tarot Trumps tag by Marsha. Channel is Musings by Marsha. And I'm just really enjoying going through all my decks and looking through all the major arcana, which ones are my favourites. So the first High Priestess I'd like to show you is this one from the Spyro Tarot. It's from this deck. And what I like about this deck is in the Major Arcana, all the majors are based on myths and goddesses and gods and things like that. And this one in particular, with the High Priestess, is all about Sophia. And Sophia in Greek means wisdom, and she's like the female personification of wisdom. So she's connected to different incarnations of sacred female knowledge. So there's a lot of goddesses associated with Sophia. And there's a lot of symbols on this card that acknowledges some of the different goddesses, that aspects of Sophia, which I really like the different ones. It's not just focused on one goddess, has a lots of different ones in here. And in the guidebook it talks about these two pillars here have Egyptian characters on them, which is meant to represent Isis and Hathor, which I thought was interesting. And then there's a sphinx as the throne that she's sitting on. And that's meant to be a representation of the Greek goddess Urania. And there's pomegranates in the background here. And that's meant to represent Persephone. And then here we have the three-headed wolf. And that's meant to represent Hecate, because she had a Cerberus three-headed wolf which belonged to her. And then it talks about how the wolf guards the gate to the underworld, which is a representation of the unconscious. And I just really love the symbology of this and how many different layers there are to this card. And really like reading about it in the guidebook. There's a lot of information there. And she gives a bit more depth to this card rather than just having like a one representation of goddess. There's multiple, so there's just more information to take in. I really like that about this card. A lot of thought's been made into the artwork of this deck. That's why I love the Spyro Tarot so much. And then also in the card it talks about here that the High Priestess sees the Fool's past, present and future unfolding in the dancing flames and swirling smoke. There's the Fool asks for guidance. She has the knowledge, the hidden knowledge about his journey. And I thought that was really good. I like here that you can see she has a veil and the dress turns into water. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. And there's some things I wasn't familiar with. Like there's Hebrew symbol here and there's a Kabbalah here. And it talks about this Hebrew letter. And I noticed it in another card I've got as a favourite on this tag. And this Hebrew letter, it means camel. And it's talk about how camels are self-sustaining because they can go through the desert and they have water on their backs and they can go through the desert. And because the High Priestess is associated with water, that she can lead you through the desert, help you along the journey, which I really like that fiction. So this is one of my favourite High Priestess cards. I'll just show you in detail the absolutely stunning artwork of this card. Absolutely beautiful. And it also has the Torah there, and then she's holding the key and the vow, and like the unknown behind her, holding all the knowledge. I absolutely love this card. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's my first favourite High Priestess card from the Spiral Tarot. The second High Priestess I want to show you is this one. I absolutely love this card. This is from the Dream Vision Tarot. It's quite new to my collection, but I absolutely love the imagery in these cards. Absolutely stunning. I love here, she's got the moon behind her. She's got the knowledge depicted in the third eye, holding the scroll of Torah, got the veil. and she's like mysterious. And in the guidebook, it says, the High Priestess is associated with the moon, increasing intuition, subconscious forces, imagination, dream, intuition, psychic ability, visions, feminine energy, and the feminine aspect of divinity. She also represents things hidden in the darkness, which makes her energy represented by this card rather receptive. And you actually can see this in this card. She's illuminated in one part of the face, but the other half is dark, so she's got the light and dark aspects here. And I absolutely love this depiction, and love how the Torah looks like the universe in her hands. She's got the secret knowledge, and I absolutely love the detailing on this card. Absolutely beautiful. That's another favourite of mine. There's a common theme with these High Priestess cards, all quite similar in nature on how they're depicted, apart from one. So you'll see a theme here. So yes, my second favourite High Priestess is this one from the Dream Visions Tarot. And the next High Priestess card I absolutely love is this one from the Shimmering Tarot. This one from Silicon Way. And again, it's very similar to the other cards I've shown you. Very blue in colour. I always associate the colour blue with the High Priestess, because she is a very water energy. And it's just a beautiful card again, where there's a veil over her face, and there's light and darkness, and it's just stunning card. I absolutely love this card. And in the guidebook, it says that the High Priestess is holding a crystal lattice of consciousness in her hands, and says, as we grow, a veil seems to drop between the dimensions, and we lose the sense of connection we were born with. Nevertheless, the High Priestess can still access the higher dimensions through dreams and visions. Her intent eyes, glinting behind her veil, look deep into past, present, and future as known by the Ouroboros, symbolizing the eternal cycle of renewal coiling around the moon behind her. I think that's a beautiful, stunning card. Just shows that she has the knowledge, the hidden knowledge, follows her intuition, has lots very mysterious card. Like, absolutely love how she the vow is in depicted and painted here. It's beautiful card. Absolutely love it. So yeah, that's another favourite of mine from the Shimmering Veil Tarot, Silicon Way. Another favourite High Priestess card of mine is this one. Beautiful card. This one is from the Tarot of the Spirit. This one again has a lot of symbolism in the card and has a hefty guidebook, which I have here. Absolute monster, full of lots of information. And I absolutely love this card as well. Beautiful. Again, it's very blue in theme, like all the other ones that I've shown you. And I just wanted to read from this big guidebook here. It tells you about the card symbology. And it says the High Priestess is seated on the cube, which is a black box of possibility. And in her hand, she holds the scroll of the divine law. And it's unwound and falls down to her feet. And her feet rest on a black and white pattern which represents the duality of polarized forces. And this is the floor of the inner temple. And through this pattern runs a stream. This is the stream of consciousness which flows through lifetimes. And it has the two pillars there, the black and white pillars. And on top of the pillars, it says there's spiral force, and this spiral force is of creation. And the gown of the priestess is blue for the colour of water and the limited substance of the universe. On her chest is a cross of equal arms, denoting balance in the four directions of spirit, emotions, intellect, and body. It also symbolised the spiritual path intersecting the world of matter. And it says here, the High Priestess understands the mysteries. Thus, at the top of her masthead is the great eye. This eye represents all her sensing inner vision. Above the eye is a white pyramid. This is the dark pyramid of the past, now transformed into clarity and limitless light. This transformation, which occurs through the attaining psychic connection, becomes the pavement of the spiritual path. The white pyramid is thus like a highway leading to the above. And beyond that, rent veils, which appears as the wings of the Holy Ghost floating above the air in the above. They represent the first three veils of the first three keys of the tarot. Absolutely love that, how detailed this book is. So if you ever have this tarot, I do recommend this guidebook. It's very interesting. And again, I just love the colours here and all the symbology. That's all the key components of what represents the High Priestess. And what I like about this eye is that it looks like the earth. So she's all knowing, knows everything about the earth and all the secrets and everything. I just really like how that looks like that. I don't know if that was intentional, but that's what it looks like to me. And again, here it has the Hebrew symbol of a camel, like in the spiral tarot. It's just a lovely depiction here. I really like this card. So this is the High Priestess from the Tarot of the Spirit. And the last High Priestess card I want to show you is nothing like the other ones. And it's this one from the Everyday Witch. I absolutely love this depiction. Quite a modern depiction. So it's from this deck, the Everyday Witch. And I love this one because it's something we can all relate to, the people that are in the tarot and things like that. It's something we can personally relate to. See here, like the pillar candles associating the pillars here with the black and white. And we have a crystal ball here, like having the knowledge, hidden knowledge, and got all the books behind her, all like the information that she has. And I love how the cat is here as well, and reading tarot cards and very high priest energy in a modern way, and I absolutely love this card for that. And in the guidebook it says, high wisdom is available to us all, which that's what I like about this card, because the other cards seem otherworldly, like we can't have that inner wisdom. That's like you're seeking it from somebody else. But this card, it sort of says that you have that wisdom inside yourself. And I really like that about this card. It says seek knowledge from within and without. So we have the knowledge within us and we can seek knowledge from outside sources. And yeah, I just really like this card for that. In the guidebook it says, a dark-haired witch sits on a chair wearing her witch's hat. To either side are tall pillar candles on stands, one white and one black. In front of her there is a large glowing crystal ball into which she is looking. To the left of the crystal ball is a tarot card spread, and to the right is an inner magnet black cat with one foot resting on a drawstring bag from which runestones are spilling. Behind the table there are a stack of books. Mystery surrounds her, and yet you get the sense that this High Priestess knows everything about you, your worries, your innermost secret desires, your past and your future, before you can even ask one question. She has the answers you seek, but can you convince her to share them? And it says the High Priestess represents both ancient wisdom and current knowledge. She is every wise woman who ever lived and every matriarch who ruled over her family's kitchen table. You can probably learn a lot from her, but you have to be looking for the answers in order to get them. You have to be willing to deal with the truth when you get it. Life is rarely black and white, and neither is whatever you will learn. And I actually just love this card for that. Absolutely beautiful depiction of the High Priestess, and one of my favourites. But completely different to the other four I've shown you. But it's such a beautiful card, and I can relate to it myself when I do tarot readings, and I can embody the High Priestess energy within myself. So yeah, I actually love this card, and that's from the Everyday Witch. So these are all my High Priestess cards. The one from Everyday Witch. This one's from the Spiral Tarot. This one's from the Tarot of the Spirit. This one's from the Shimmering Veil Tarot. And lastly, this one is from the Dream Vision Tarot. And you can see how different these four are to this one. The others are quite similar in depictions, but I really like that depiction of the High Priestess. Very beautiful card. And yeah, I really enjoyed this tag. I loved looking through all my decks and picking which ones I liked. There was a couple I wanted to include, but I decided to stay with these ones. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.